Hey, what's up? This is Ben with WODprep, and today we're going to talk about how to get the hip pop in gymnastic movements like kipping pull-ups and bar muscle-ups. So a lot of people struggle with what I call a muted hip. If you're someone who isn't quite getting the hip pop that you're looking for in these movements, then stay tuned because this video is for you. But really quick, if you're interested in learning more about how to get better at things like kipping pull-ups or bar muscle-ups, I have free training guides for both of them. You can go to wodprep.com/pullups or wodprep.com/BMU and get a free training series delivered right to your email inbox. All right, so let's get started. What are a few drills that we can practice to make sure that we are actually finally getting the hip pop? Drill number one, this is a really simple one. I like to get up against the wall and practice popping my hips. Commonly, I'll see people teach this movement on the floor where they might be laying down like this and they just practice kicking their feet onto the ground. That can work and it can teach you how to actually get full hip extension and to pop your hips. But instead of that, what I want you to do is actually scoot closer to a wall. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot a little bit closer. I'm gonna have my toes up against the wall, arms overhead to simulate that I'm grabbing onto a bar. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to snap into this hollow body position. So you're gonna feel it in your glutes, you're gonna feel it in your hamstrings. And what this drill is gonna do is it's gonna teach you to snap into a good hollow body position. So we're combining the hip pop with a good hollow body position instead of being in a really awkward position here, right? This, with my feet behind me, isn't necessarily the position that we want to be in when we're doing things like bar muscle-ups and kipping pull-ups. So if you focus on doing it on the wall, you're gonna notice you're gonna end up in a better position. You can always take a barbell and hold it over your head or just have your hands over your head. Let's watch a couple more reps. I'm keeping my feet together. I'm not trying to spread them wide. Keeping them together, arms overhead, and snap. And you'll see I'm squeezing my butt every single rep. The goal is to be fast, quick, and efficient. You should feel or hear and feel a smack against the wall. That's gonna tell you that you're really popping your hips. If you notice on something like bar muscle-ups, here's a couple reps where I'm demonstrating what a muted hip or lack of hip pop looks like. If you don't have a hip pop, you're gonna lack the necessary momentum to snap up and over the bar. So the difference between having a hip pop and not having a hip pop is huge. One way that I really like to practice for bar muscle-ups specifically are what I call the pop and pull drill. Now this is a drill pulled directly from our bar muscle-up mastery course, which is an 8-week step-by-step bar muscle-up development program. The pop and pull drill is absolutely fantastic for developing the timing and the mechanics to actually pop your hips and pull yourself over the bar. So as you can see, I'm simply setting the bar with some weight on it at a level that's right at about chest height. I'm practicing from the floor, going from a hollow position, snapping into that hip pop, and then as soon as I pop my hips, directly after I pop my hips, I pull myself up and over the bar. Obviously, it's a little bit different than actually doing it on the high bar for a real bar muscle-up, but you can see here side by side how similar they look. If you get the hang of this and it starts feeling really good, chances are you're gonna be able to translate it over to your bar muscle-ups. And you could always, if you wanted to, add a band to help give you a little bit more lift to make sure that you're not fatiguing your pulling muscles, but you're focusing more on actually popping your hips. And last but not least, another drill that I like for both hip popping in a kipping pull-up and hip popping in a bar muscle-up are simply doing singles. A lot of people get wrapped up in trying to do big sets of unbroken reps, but they have a tendency to not pop their hips properly. If you focus on actually popping your hips for single repetitions, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna develop the muscle memory and you'll be able to translate that into big unbroken sets. So you can see here, I'm simply doing single reps. I'm focusing every single time on making sure I jump into each rep, get a good arch position, and then snap into that hip hop and make sure that I'm popping my hips to help myself get to the bar or get over the bar if I'm doing a bar muscle up. The key here is not to focus on big sets, it's to make your single reps matter. And then once your single reps look great, you can slowly but surely start to expand your potential and go on to 2 reps and 3 reps and 4 reps and so on and so forth. But don't try to hit those big unbroken sets until you can get that consistent hip hop every single rep when you're doing singles. So there you have it. These are drills that you can do nearly every single session to make sure that you're practicing your hip hop. If you're not sure if you're doing it right, have a coach watch you or film yourself and then join one of our coaching programs. We actually do have coaching programs specifically for helping you learn kipping pull-ups, or we have another one for learning bar muscle ups. It's called Bar Muscle Up Mastery and Kipping Pull-Up Performance. If you're interested in either one of those, make sure you send me an email, ben@wodprep.com, and we can see if you're a good fit for the program. Last but not least, make sure you download the free training guides I have associated with both of those movements at wodprep.com/pullups or wodprep.com/BMU. Last but not least, thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Question of the day: who is your favorite actor or actress? Mine personally is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because he is everywhere and he totally kicks butt. So I'm a huge fan of The Rock. What's yours?